So, who am I? Kelvin Felder, project lead for the app. We're here to share, talk about where the app is, where it's at, where we're going with it, and understand what it's all about. How many here have already downloaded or used the app? Thank you, thank you. So, the idea of the app wasn't very new. It was something that's been bouncing around at headquarters for a while. How can we make the directory digital? And they looked at the budget, and it just wasn't in the budget. We didn't have a way to get it paid for. I joined the EC. I got on digital technology is my thing, and I wanted to make that happen. So I went out and looked for a company that would sponsor and pay for it, so that none of your venture money is paid for the app. Today's been paid for by sponsorship by a third-party company. We're looking to change that. We're going to get some sponsors in and to help make it better, but that's where it's at for now. We did have a budget limitation, so there's some things in the app that we're still working on, still need to be fixed, but that's all due to budgetary concerns. And what we're working on, we're cataloging all of those concerns and issues and working on version 2, which is actually in the works. You're not seeing it, but we're working on version 2 to come out in the future. So there's been some questions. Why do we even need an app? So we want to put something in your hand. So no matter where you go nowadays, everybody has an app. My dryer and washing machine has an app to tell me if it's done or not. And I'm going, if my washing machine has an app, why can't the club have an app? So it's kind of what we got there. Everyone gets something in your hands. As you drive down the road, you can go, who's 420? Oh, that's the one down. And that's what we're shooting for. So the primary purpose of the app was to make it a direct lookup, and then as we started going along, we started going, oh, can we add whispers? Can we add campfire, which I know needs some work? Can we do other things? So it's like morphing a little bit, and we figure we will just put it out there, see what works, what doesn't work, make changes as we go along. The other thing that we wanted to make happen was make it an ACI only event. If you are not a paid, in good standing member of the club, you could not communicate or you could not post things. So that was a campfire. Campfire was designed to be a Facebook-like member-only page to post about meals, post about camping, post your good things, and put it into the app, and members only can see it. So we're fixing those challenges. Whispers, the same thing. Driving the road, you see 420, you see Melanie Kendall, you want to text them, you say within the app, you can text them via whispers and communicate via whispers. It's all encrypted, and I'll talk about this later. But because whispers is all encrypted at this point, you cannot copy text out of it or photos out of it. We did that intentionally. It was lockdown security. We're looking at ways of improving it and making it better so that if you take a picture and you share it, that you can copy that picture out of whispers. But right now, it is all locked down. So anything you guys say with me whispers to each other, it is encrypted from end to end. On my side, in our database, all I see is scribble. Another one of the things that we did for security reasons, we did not tie it to your website login. We pulled information out of ACI's database, your name, email, several things, and we wanted to create a separate login. That way, if there was some security compromise, it was not interfering with your ACI login. It was only app specific, and we shut that down easy. if we expose those passwords, there's potential there. So we did not expose any passwords, and that's why you must create a new account on the app.
Sorry.
Yeah? Come on in. And but we want to make sure that it will only let ACI members in. So what it does is, if you use the app routine, you must first put in your email address that you're registered with the club with. We verify that against the ACI database, and then we allow you to create a password to come in. If you are not a member of the club, it bounces you back out, and that way we keep it to just outbound. And then lastly, as far as the paper directory. Paper directory, you kind of look, write it down, find somebody with the app, you can look quickly and go, oh, there's Melanie Kendall. I got it. I know what state they're in, I know what club they're in. If you expose your email address, you can see the email and you can contact them that way. And I'm sure all of you know that or not, your email address is already there. I'll talk about it shortly. But you must turn it on. I didn't want to expose it if you have an email address shared. It is there. Let's go to settings, turn it on, and say expose my email address to numbers, and they have an email address. So I've been talking about this already, but what does the app offer? Quick rate lookup. That's the very first thing on top. You open the app and it says quick rate lookup. And my thought process when I did it was same thing, right on the road, see a number, and Melanie sees it. My wife, Melanie's sitting here. She sees the numbers constantly. She goes, oh, there's me. We all do it. There's me. There's the numbers.
I do that a lot.
So, see they have numbers they do. She's on the app. She goes, oh, that is Christine James. They're our friends. That's using their name. It's Christine James. So we do that a lot through the app. Outside that, if we wanted to be able to look up members by name, by region, by club, by state, that's member directory. The member directory, and you'll see who all's in region 3. You can filter for region 3, it gives you all from region 3. You'll see who's in Georgia Michigan Club, you can filter for Georgia Michigan Club, right there. So we want to give you that ability to look at that. Campfire, mentioned earlier, discussion and posting page, and we will get that working. Whispers, secure one-on-one member communication. You can do it one-on-one or one-to-many. I don't know if you do that or not. And I do have some clubs, some rallies, some units, they're using whispers as a communication method for their entire event or entire club. They are doing a group chat and communicating that way versus WhatsApp or any other method. So that is there for you to use also. The one catch is, if somebody you want to communicate with is haven't downloaded the app and create an account, you cannot communicate with them. They must be using the app, have an account, and allows you to communicate with them. One of the things that someone just suggested that I add in, and I think I will do that, is if a member has an exposed email address, still allow you to email them directly via the app without exposing the email address, that we can still communicate. But, I'm sorry, if they're not in whispers, you can communicate with them directly via the app, via the email address, without you sharing the email with them. We can do it through our back-end channels and still stay private. We can communicate and it's good. So I think we will add that in, and hopefully Melanie's added it on this there. Event listings. Right now, what we are doing is, if you'll do the events, it takes you to the website event page. So maybe on a link, it goes to the website event page, and you can pull those events down, so you want to go to. Melanie loves that, she uses it all the time. And you are the ones. I will share right now in version 2, we may be better. We are actually working the back end, we're pulling in those events directly into the app, and you select the one that you want, mark it, they add it to your calendar. You dedicate the people that's going to the event together and say, oh, we're all going to the Georgia State Rally. You can see who's going, and you can talk to them. That's something that's in version 2 that we're working on. The ACI blogs and announcement, that is also a direct link back to the website. You click it, get to the website to see the blog stuff. Currently, there's no intent to make that app specific. We will continue to choose what's on the app, on the website. Blue books. Everyone knows what the blue books are? It's our rules, our constitution, what guides us. If you have any question, concern, we want to make it easy, it's in the app. It's every time you go to your website, down at the very bottom, the leadership portal, find CBLs, we put it in the app, takes you to it, and you got the blue book. Is there everyone using the harvest hose, cursor parking? Same thing, we also made it easy as well. We put it into the app, click on it, it takes you to the cursor parking page, harvest hose, and you do the cursor parking. Super simple without having that harvest hose app or anything else. We want it to be at your hand. You drive on the road, you need the cursor park at night, go to it in the app, and they have you there. Yes?
Is that like in the Airstream only harvest hose, or is that all?
When you go to the page, I have it set so that if you go via the app, it will filter down to only cursor parking sites. If you want to do all harvest hose, then you can go after the filter and say which level you want. Yes, ma'am.
On the whispers, it sounds like a good thing that we use for rally. Say there's a change in plans for sending out. People get a notification that they have a whisper on them.
So the question is, if you send a communication to someone via whisper during notification, the answer is yes. They will hang on your phone and say they have a notification. The app will actually give you a count of notifications that you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If your phone is locked and it comes in right now and says that you received a photo, we know that's a bug. It says you see the photo. It's not a photo, it is just a notification from Whisper. It's just being incorrectly identified as a photo instead of a message. And we're working on that. But it is there. Good question. So the app launched May 2025. It's very new. We are on that. Within the first 2 days, we had 2,000 users. It bogged down my email verification server. So when everyone was trying to get emails verified, it was bogged down for days. A lot of people didn't get emails, and it's actually still catching up, honestly. So I sent a phone call to people where I just registered, but I can't get in. I did not get the verification email. I looked, it's waiting to queue it out to send it out because it's been bogged down. It's still trying to catch up. I'm not sure why it's so bogged down, but it is. So all I ask is patience. If you get it, it's not due right away. It will come to you. If it doesn't come to you, there's a cheap way to get around. You just go to the main page, say, I've got my password, and I'll reset your password, and once you set the password, you verify it, and that's a cheat. So if you haven't done it, do the cheat way, and you're now in. I've heard that some were able to, while waiting for the verification email, they back out of the app, they close it, they come back into it, and the app now opens. Because you did not verify your email, you have a lot of limitations. Things aren't going to work right. It's not let you do the app, but it's not let you whisper correctly. It won't let Campfire work correctly, and that's why part of it's not working. So if you get in, there's a lot that you cannot do because you were never verified. Believe it or not, we have European Airstream members that want the app. They're going to be asking, when can we get the app in Europe? So our initial release, we only focused on the United States, Canada, and Mexico. We didn't think we had much interest outside the United States, so we did not look at going to Europe. The one thing we did do when we built the app, and I'm not sure if there's any app developers in here, you can't just say, I want English or Spanish. You must build a template in the background that says, the screen looks this way, and I want this word that says, be already look up to be English, be already look up, or makes it Spanish, where the lookup is in Spanish. So you build that template, and then it says, if they are using Spanish, use this template instead of the English template. So it's a little work. The good thing is, when we were building an app, I didn't think about that ahead of time, so it's already there. So it's easy for us to make it for Europe. We just have to have people that translate the stuff. The code is there. I just need individuals that understand the different languages to code it incorrectly for me. Like, we wanted to make sure we put Canadian French in, but I didn't know Canadian French. As of right now, I started building this about a month ago, we were over 5,000 members of the app. And maybe higher. It's been growing daily. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, please download it. Please get on it. And give us all that feedback. So what's next? We are listening to all your feedback. And the one thing I think I skipped over earlier was, in the software world, we do something called the minimal viable product. What can we get out there, get in people's hands, get it working, and that's what this version you're using now is. It was like the MVP version. Just get it out, get it into your hands, see what works, what doesn't work, what people like, what they do not like, and make changes. And then those changes, we go to version 2 that's new and improved. So that's where we're at now. So a lot works good, some things don't work, but this is all about learning. We're learning together. And everything you guys email to me, text me, put it to the app, is all being cataloged. Make sure that you get the best app possible. We are also working on improving our login experience. Now that the app is out there, it's been tested and good, I'm working with Mark Nigel. He is the IT chair for the club, and we're looking at actually pulling those passwords from ACI database. We're going to give you a single login. We think we now can make it a lot more secure. It's called hash. You hash those passwords, pull them across, and give you one uniform login. Say the same password for the website, we use the app. And that's what we're working on. We're trying to increase notifications so that notification from Whispers doesn't say photos, it says Whispers notification. And give you the ability to control it. Some of you may have had the app the very first days when you might have opened it, they said, they give you some loud, obnoxious sound. You got rid of that. As I mentioned earlier, we're expanding the event tools. We're making it something that is more user-friendly and is good. International access and everything that we're doing is really being guided by your feedback to us. What you like, what you don't like. Now I know a lot of you are putting in feedback into the app, which should go, and I love that. I'm responding back to you, but it is there, and I want you to keep doing that. Do not stop. If you send me an email and I don't reply, just know that I got it. It's being cataloged. I'm just a little slow responding because I got some time to do the work that pays me the bill for the eat. So let's address some FAQs, frequently asked questions. I mentioned earlier, why is if I separated from the ACI website login, they got covered that. It was all about security. And we were working to resolve that to make it more uniform, a single experience. Why didn't you verify an email? Once again, is make sure that you are a club member. When we first started doing it, I wanted to not do email at all. I wanted to do email or phone number. And I realized the phone numbers got exposed and some other stuff, so we had to with email address only to verify everyone is in the database. And if you're a couple and you're using a single email address, then you got one login to the app. If you're a couple and you're using 2 email addresses, then you got 2 logins to the app. Also covered earlier, why making a verification email? We know it's frustrating, we know it's slow, it is just that system is bogged down, it's catching up. We use, the tool that we use for this is called Firebase. Nothing that we own, something that we pay for, it's a software we pay for, and it's owned by Google, and it's just a little buggy and slow. The workaround is, forgot password, go to the login screen, go follow that process, it will say you're verified, and you're now into the app. And if you get really stuck, send me an email, send me a text. Some of you may have that phone call from me, you send me an email, and I call you right away and go, let's walk through this. If you haven't experienced me talking to you yet, get stuck, you will get that, I will call you. Someone will go, wow, that was quick. I will make sure that everyone is using the app to the best that they can. How can I get them with numbers not using the app and their email is hidden? So that's what I was talking about earlier. For privacy reasons, members that log to the app won't appear as being able to communicate with. Shortly, I will walk you through how to fix that if you want to expose your email address. We in the club respect everyone's privacy, and I don't want to share it if they don't want to share it. So what can you do? If you happen to know the VRN, you see VRN, you look on the directory, see what state you're in, kind of locate it that way. Or if you use a loan method, at this point, it's back to the website where the name, you can look it up, everything is available on the website. Just not yet in the app. And we're hoping that as you go out and spread the good word to everyone will start using the app, and that will not be an issue anymore. Talked about it earlier. Also, what is Whispers and how does it work? Whispers is our own internal member-to-member communication channel. Mentioned earlier, it is secure. It is locked down very tight. You can't copy, you can't copy text, you can't copy pictures. You can screenshot, but that's it. You can't copy and take it out of it. We know there's some limitations in that, so we're working on it, trying to make it a smoother experience, but on initial release, it was easier to do it this way than to dive deeper into the security side of it. Can I update financial information in the app? No. Currently, we're only pulling the ACI database. We made it read-only, read into the app, not to write out from the app. We did that to make sure, once again, that if there's a security flaw, we're not breaching the ACI backend database. So we want to lock it down. We know we can do it. So as we are enhancing the app, I think Mark and I will get together, and as we're pulling in those passwords, we will secure the channels and they can go out so that we can write back if need be. You can update information in the app and push back the ACI database. And part of the reason that I think it belongs to the service side of this. So the ACI database got started a long time ago. It got started in a very old database tool. Very old. anytime we want to do any database changes, it is a nightmare. The good thing is, with the app, Mark was able to create a way to pull the ACI information out, put it into my database, and basically migration. We're not migrating the ACI database over to the database of the app, and that will become the new standard versus what we were using before. So the new database standard is something that is better. It is, if you know SQL, the SQL is a post-SQL database, so we are getting modern. So we need to do that, we can do things more efficiently. But currently you cannot let information in a database. I mean, remember, how long does it take for my information to show up? Once the wonderful people at headquarters have interviewed to the database and you guys are now pushing numbers, we will do a sync later that night. So every night between 2 and 3 o'clock, the ACI database and the app database sync up and everything is pulled over and you're now able to log in to the app. If you don't see, if you know that you're in the database and you're not in the app, you can shoot me an email. I've talked about it several times already. Can I add my email address, my membership directory profile? Yes, you can do it. So, I want you to share that. I didn't want to share it. In our first beta version, it was being shared. Someone pointed out that that should be private, so I made it private. And I want you to share it. So if you want to share your email address, quite easy. Just go open the app, go to settings, privacy, email privacy. You turn it on or turn it off. You turn it on, then everyone can see the email address. If it's off, it's visible. And yes, you can help. Need your help. Please share all your feedback that you can. We want the feedback because we need it to get better. Without feedback, we can't make this better. If you know someone's having a hard time logging in, help them get logged in. Be an advocate. Report issues. Report issues. It does not frustrate me. It makes me happy enough people are using it and finding things that we didn't find in testing. So report issues. And my wife Mel will tell you that doing all of the data, doing all our development stuff, she was our tester. She was testing like crazy. And she's pretty good at finding things because she's my wife and she does. She did things like that. If there's a feature you think would be great, remember to suggest it. We would get a catalog, get it in a list, and add it to one of the different releases, saying, oh, that's a great tool, let's work on that. And support the future. Sponsor the app. Contact headquarters, and ask what you can do to sponsor the app. There's a lot of things that really pay for database, we pay for, developer pay for stuff, so sponsorship, we beg for it, we need it, we can use it. Let's get it going. My email address is there. And I'm sure there's a ton of questions. And Sherry, the mic's still back there, please?
Yeah.
All right.
Do.
I think there's a question here. Yes, that's correct.
Can you tell us how they're doing that? Are they setting up a group or?
So the question is, there are clubs or rallies using Whispers for their communication event. So they're going to Whispers, they're finding all the members that they want to be part of their group, and they create a Whispers group. So we go to Whispers, there's a member-to-member button. It says Whispers, At the very top of Whispers, I'm not showing you this, you can't see, and I should have one. There's a person icon and a two-person icon. The person icon, click on that, that's one-on-one. The two-person icon is a group chat. Get the group chat, and then you select all the members you want in your group, and then you got it.
And then the group is only that, no one else.
The group is only people that are added. Yes. The question is, can you do a whisper by Intro Club? Yes, you can. Same process. Right now, I filter by name, but that's an easy filter we can add in to go by clubs.
Hi, Kendall. Question for you on whispers. When I've read a whisper, little red circle stays. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the way it was intended. That's not I have to delete that whisper in order for the notification to disappear.
No, that is a bug that we know about right now. Notifications aren't going away as confident as they should. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It depends on the device and profile.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Woody Eichner. It sounds like from your question that Whispers is working for you, but that's never worked for me. I always get some kind of permission problem.
So you're one of the people that they have, that we've had in competitions. I think you're one of the ones that they get verified. They allow you to do that because you're not verified. They don't want you to do a whisper. You did? Okay, so let's talk.
I don't know if I found a little bug as well. When I go into the app, it immediately brings me into my settings.
That's another, so the question is, when you first open the app, you download the app, it takes you to your settings for your device. That is a per device bug. It's not universal. It's happening sporadically depending on what device you're using, what version you're using. Is taking the settings so that you can modify your option settings for the app. So that's why it's doing it.
Okay, so maybe if I just update the app, it'll go away.
Yes.
Okay. And then also the emergency assistance, did you already?
I didn't cover that. Good question.
Okay.
Thank you. So, in the very bottom of the app, there's a button that says emergency assistance. It does not take 911. What it is for is, if you are an airstreamer and let's say you break down the side of the road and you need help, flat tire, some assistance, and when you need an emergency, they ask you what it is. So let's say you have a flat tire side of the road and you need assistance, hit the emergency button, it says alert out to the nearest airstream members, airstream club members. The club members with 50 miles an hour will alert saying, tell those broken down the side of the road he needs help. And they can come respond to help when need be. That's what it's like. That's how it works. Lock down your trailer, same thing. Lock down your trailer, hit the emergency app, it sends an alert out to people close by, they get an alert to say, can you help me? And if you do get it, protect the club, they will say, there's not, if you need 911, call 911, there's not 911. And make sure that you verify, check not 911, but emergency alert is all about member to member help. Nobody.
That member to member help,
Yes.
what information is it using to identify the members? Is it like their home location, or how does it know who's in your body?
Good question. So, the question is, how does it know what members of their body? So what we're doing is, when you first open the app, it asks you to allow the app to know your location. So when you send the emergency alert out, it grabs your GPS location and says, you're at this particular coordinate, and then there it does a radius search of everyone around you, looking at their location, if they have an app. everyone has the app, has the GPS coordinate being reported back out, and it says that if Kendall and Melanie are within your GPS coordinates, we get an alert. The one of the questions that is, does the app have to be open? The app doesn't have to be open, it has to be active. If that makes sense. So, you know how you open the app and then you change page to another one, it's still in your background, that's active. If you swipe up, it's closed. Correct. So long as the app is active.
So as far as the member directory, I see that you can search by clubs. I do not see intra-clubs listed there. Is that me making a mistake or is that?
No. So, good question. The question is, remember, you can't search by intra-club. Part of that is currently an ACI database issue. They don't log in the database, they don't have any financial clubs. They got clubs and then it stops there. So when we pulled it down, it didn't pull down any intra clubs. So that's fixed that. We're working on trying to make that database, that database full. It is, it is. It doesn't do affiliate membership either. Currently, we're pulling down clubs and then members at larges. We don't have any mutual clubs or affiliate members yet. Something else I didn't cover that was just mentioned too was in the app, there is announcements. The announcement is for headquarters to send out to our membership something important, our announcements about what's happening in the club. They aren't using it yet because they don't know about it. So I'm putting it in the app, it is there, it works. It's just that I haven't taken the time to train them on how to use the announcement feature. And once that comes out, you will get announcement, the new boom jacket is out, go read it. It should be in the app. I just got to train the headquarters staff on what it is and how to use it. So that is me being a little delayed. And was it another one? Yes. Yes. Thank you. That's not, like I said, the app sorted as we already looked up, so we put it at the top and then we go, what else can we add? Well, we want to make sure that the first thing was, I can find the already. Awesome. Question?
Can you tell whether someone has signed into the app? Like if you're member searching and you're doing it by region, can you tell who all is on the app or not?
Yes. No, you cannot. So the question was, can you tell who's on the app? I said yes, because in version 2, you can. It's a different color. So it is one color if they're in the app, another color if they're not. In my head, it's there. On your version of the app, it is not. Yes.
This is Priscilla Howard from the Radio Club. Quick question. You were talking about intra-clubs and the database, and I just wanted to ask a clarification question because when I go to the website and I go to the members directory and I just put in amateur radio club or grapes and grains or any other intra-club and just hit, search, without putting any name, anything, it does pull up all the members of the intra-club. So I'm trying to just clarify, when you say that the intra-clubs are not in the database, is that a different database from the membership directory database?
short question, to repeat your question real quick, just for YouTube. Question is, if you go to the website and look up on the database, you can see intro clubs. On the app, you can. And the question is in 2 databases. Yes. Correct. So, without going too deep in the weeds and not being too long, the intro club they handle on the front end, so the website side, the database, the back end, where all that stuff is at.
So dreaming big,
Yes.
do you foresee ever being able to like have members giving recommendations of campgrounds and breweries and things like that, so we have an Airstream collective knowledge base for travel?
So the question is, thinking big, do we foresee having basically a knowledge base of campgrounds and et cetera? Yes. The thought was we would do that within Campfire. There's different sections. If you look at Campfire now, it does have camp packs. We kind of made it into sections of things so you can keep track of those things that are important. But if you think it's more vital for someplace else, please share it. We can do that. That's a good idea.
There are different areas in the campfire section, like trail tales, spark queries, ear reports. Those are kind of ideas for topics of discussion. So if you're looking for something that somebody, like say somebody just bought a new something, which I know none of you have shopped yet, right? So all of the latest little stuff for your Airstream, you can say, hey, I just thought of this, and this is a great idea, and kind of put it in the appropriate category so that you are directing people to those ideas. Maybe not.
It's fine, I got it.
I kind of laugh. Nobody really ever needs to give me a microphone.
I know, but this app is really.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'd like a second. So one of the things that we wanted to do in the app, and we did, so we wanted to be a camping theme. So let's talk about Campfire is our Facebook-ish page. Because you go camping, you start a campfire, what do? You talk about my trailer, what I bought. I went camping here, cook this meal, so campfire, sit around, and chat about stuff. And at the campfire, what do? We talk, and we want to have a conversation, go to the side, and we whisper. That's why it's whispers. And sometimes we have a one-to-one whisper, or even have a group whisper. So it was campfire theme, thinking we go camping, let's make it campfire based. Any other questions? You had one earlier, I'm sorry. Do I have an expected date release of version 2? I did. It was for the rally, and then I went to eat, so I didn't go work. So now it's probably laid back until maybe November. November to have it out. That's my extended date.
Just as future report. Every year we seem to be looking to a new app for the rally.
Yes.
Is there a plan or an ask to integrate that function in this app?
It wasn't an ask, but it's something I wanted to do. I wanted to move all of the question was, every year for the rallies, there's a different app being used. Insurance, could we use the ACI member app for that? And the correct answer is yes, I think we can. Yes, and the correct answer is yes.
Can I add to that, just as a member of the rally planning team? We will be using Cvent again next year. we had just switched to it this year and we were building it out. Planning a rally app is a very large undertaking. There's a lot of information in that app and a lot of back-end programming. So it's probably not in an immediate future for Kendall's app, just because we want him to get the stuff you guys want right, that you're gonna use all year long. And so it would be a long-term kind of evolution over to one app for all events and things.
I would ask the standard safety with Steve-In. So Steve-In has, once again, keeps turning API that allows me to talk to Steve-In. If that's the case, we can come to Steve-In and pull stuff into the app, or push up out of the app to Steve-In, and they work together.
Yes. Thank you.
Get out of the email. Like I went to camp, I worked out.
So the question is how to get on the campfire. So this topic is the older version. We'll check. I can see after this and I'll fix it. Get an older version of the app. That was above early. They got fixed. Anyone else? Thank you guys very, very, very much. I appreciate it.